to layer or not, positive and negative uses of one die set. So many creative choices to stretch our die cut purchase dollars. Hello, I am Karen Hashik of Karen's Creative Cards, and I'm happy to share another video featuring Crealies creative dies both on my YouTube channel and on Crealies. I love fun folds, and I also love to find different ways to use the same dies. And in this video, I am featuring the brand new On The Moves number 16 die from Crealies that you can see here, as well as several other dies. Pop-out dies like these make fun pop-out cards so easily, especially with all the layering like you can see here. So in this die set, there are 25 different dies, and it's priced about 19.95 euros or $21 in US dollars, which is very reasonable for a die set with all these pieces. There's all sorts of layers. I created a template with just some paper that I really don't care about, just to give it a try, and also to show you a way that that this will look. So again, there are many layers. You can choose to use just the main layer, or a second and a third that has stitching, or you can also choose to use it without the stitching. You can also make a card that is horizontal or vertical, so you can see those different orientations. I'm going to show you how easy it is to make a fun pop-out card with that Crealies On The Move number 16 die set. You cut the main piece, so that is the largest die in the die set, and you cut that out of a piece of cardstock. It creates this fun shape, and then it creates the scoring lines and the cut lines. So all you need to do to create this pop-out fun fold is to fold the center lines of each one of these areas into a mountain fold. So all I do is I get my fingers in there and I push it up and I give it a pinch in the center. I also use my fingernails to encourage these outside lines to be valley folds. So the center comes up, give it a pinch, and then the outside ones are, you just use your fingernails. So it's really not at all hard to do. So you push the center one up, make it a mountain fold with a pinch. Use your fingernails over here. And what we're doing is just encouraging these to fold the way they're supposed to. At this point, they don't have to be perfect. We're just starting them. So again, you use your fingers, fold up the center, use your fingernails to fold those down. And then we're just going to gently push to encourage them to fold. And then take a bone folder, reinforce all those lines, and it's that simple. So all the center ones are a mountain fold, and all of these are valley folds, and then the card base itself is a valley fold, and that's all there is to it. Now I have chosen to put this piece into a card base that is 6 inches tall by 9 inches, folded at 4.5. But again, as I showed you on the template, you could choose to make it the horizontal orientation too. So there's lots of different ways to use it, but in this case I am going to put it into this card That leaves a nice border on all sides. But before I do that, I'm going to decorate it. I'm going to lay it flat to decorate it. Now I have chosen to use one layer of decorative Easter egg paper on this side. So we will glue that in with a nice border. You know, without a die, you could probably cut these and do that scoring and everything, but these fancy edges and all this layering with stitches and without is just almost, it is impossible to do without, and it's so easy, as I showed you, when you have a very cool, innovative die set like this. So we're just going to lay that in with a nice border on all sides. Then on the right side, I have chosen to use 2 layers, a white stitched and a pink. I am also featuring the new Texto Negativo Happy Easter, both the vertical and the horizontal orientations. So there are several ways that you can use this. I just cut the negative of Easter in the vertical orientation there. You can also just cut one layer out, as I have done here, and I am going to put those on right on there. And then, but you can also put a second layer on. So you can have just the negative, you can have the negative in one layer, or you can have the negative in 2 layers. So very fun, different ways to use these dies as well. Happy Easter. And then I'm going to put these 2 on some of the steps there. Happy, happy, happy Easter. The other pieces that I'm going to use are some really cute bunnies, and then these that I have layered the white stitched on the pink. Of course, you can choose to not have stitching. Each one of these stitching dies has another one that is not stitched, so if you prefer that, you can do that. I almost always choose the stitching. I just find it so much more interesting than a plain square or rectangle, but that's just my preference. It's nice to have many choices with die sets. Then we have the rectangles that are going to go on the other side here. This is the last die that I'm featuring in this Easter card, and it is called the Rabbit or Hare Parts die. And once again, there's many different ways to use this die. So, of course, you can choose colors. And the center one, I'm going to use a gray with the ears going up. But then there is also, of course, the choice of a pink one with the ears flapping and the eyes closed. So that's several different ways. And then on the front, I'm going to put a white one through a window. So very cute. I have chosen to do the stitching squares again as a layer. But again, each one of those choices, when you're making cards, you can do something else, which is kind of fun. It's a good way to stretch our crafty dollars. This guy is going to be on this square, and this bunny is going on this one. So the inside of our card is complete. Super cute. Happy, happy, happy Easter. Now I'm going to glue this in to the card base. Right up to the fold. That's the hardest part, right? Waiting for the glue to set up. But as you can see, that fits in there beautifully. Now we're just going to put a front on. I've cut a little window out of that same Easter designer paper. And then we're going to pop this bunny up. With his little paws sticking out of that window. Isn't he cute? So we have a cute Happy Easter card with a cute bunny on the front, and then it opens up. It stands up for display. It has pop-out features with cute bunnies. Happy, happy, happy Easter. If you like inexpensive dies that can be used in many, many creative ways, be sure to check the description box and the blog post for links to the dies I used in this video. Thanks and have a great day.